Give a soldier a lift. Room for one more.
Train is en route. An enemy armored train has arrived.
Objective must be protected.
Losing objective Charlie.
Don't let the objective fall. Enemy tank spotted.
Losing objective Charlie.
Heads up! Grenade out!
We are losing objective Duff.
Capture that objective.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Enemy medic there!
Taken objective Duff.
Grenade out! Spare ammo, anyone?
Lost objective Freddy.
Capture the objective now. Bring a grenade! Protecting the objective.
We are losing objective Duff.
Position under attack!
We have taken objective Freddy. We have lost objective Edward.
Protect the objective!
Hello there.
What's up, my guy? How's it going? Oh my gosh, my headphones are so much louder than I remember them being. What's up, my guy? How's it going? What's new? What's hip? What's happening, friendo?
Watch out, a soldier! Enemy medic sighted!
Hell yeah.
That's a scout. One there. Sighted! The enemy soldier! Team top, one side!
What's up, homie? How you been?
I can see one of their soldiers.
Damn.
Enemy machine gun.
Holy shit, that scared me.
We are
How the hell are we winning? They're capturing everything. Oh, you piece of shit. What the hell? Oh, shit. I got you, buddy. Bipod for the win, homie. Fuck, I heard somebody, but I didn't know where the fuck he was. Oh my gosh, turn around. Literally? What the fuck did I just witness? He just killed that guy. Oh my gosh.
Holding objective.
I wish there was a shortcut through those buildings, but there ain't. Oh, hello. Fucking hell, 82, really? Same guy I just died to. I'm not gonna bother respawning in. There's too few people left. 8 and 7, alright. I'll take it. Oh, Zabruga. You'll like this one. This is Navy and airships. My squad was somewhere in the ranking. Woohoo! Corn smash. Alright. My buddy, my pal. How you doing, my friend? Oh, ooh, ooh. Come on, give me the plane, baby, give me the plane. Hell yes, homie.
Sighted an enemy plane.
37mm cannon mounted to the wing of a fucking airplane. Or to the nose, more accurately. I'm coming for you, bitch. Oh, damn, he bailed. Alright. But there's another one.
Got an enemy plane moving around.
Damn it.
There, enemy plane.
That definitely should have got him, but whatever. Fuck you, piece of shit. Nice, nice.
Capture the objective. Capture the objective.
Oh, airship to bust.
Enemy airship spotted.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's go get this plane. Shit.
We have lost objective butter.
Enemy plane spotted.
Ha 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 ha! Fuck face. You think you can out fucking beat me? Ha ha ha, bitch! What a fucking pussy. What a pussy.
That objective, capture.
Let's go get that blimp again. Drop a couple of bombs on his head. Oh shit, hello.
Airship sighted.
Return to the combat.
Come on, wing heel. Yes.
Enemy plane. See it?
Fuck you! Get back in my seat. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Damn it. Still kicked his ass. I don't give a shit. Fuck you, dude. I'll do it again.
We have lost objective Charlie.
And I'll do it in fucking style.
We have lost objective Edward.
Eh, fuck it. Let's go help out the blimp. As an AA gun. Great.
There! An enemy airship! Enemy plane!
Oh, this is not an AA gun. This is an autocannon. There we go, baby. Let's beat the fuck out of this airship.
Right there!
Hell yeah, he down, bitches. Let's go, let's go. A woot, a woot. Where is this hoe? Oh, come on. Damn it! Why the hell did my parachute activate? I should have been able to go get that shit. Don't you dare grab it. Oh, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Where's one of these big ass guns? Oh shit, they're taking that. Nice, nice. Wow. I shouldn't have stood still in the open.
We have lost objective apples.
What the hell are we doing here, fellas?
Objective must be protected.
We have lost objective butter.
Big old oof.
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
Okay, definitely switching classes because fuck that.
We have taken objective butter.
There, first aid.
Well, fuck. Not too good. 2 and 6. Yikes. Oh, what if I get the cannon? Come on, give me the cannon. Damn it! I hate AA.
I got an enemy plane moving around. Spotted a destroyer. I got eyes on an enemy soldier.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Enemy plane in sight. Enemy plane spotted.
Hell yeah! Fuck you!
Sighted a destroyer. Get ready. Stay alert. That's an enemy destroyer.
Boy, this is just so much fun.
To ensure that no one got away with a simple wounding.
What compelled him? Was it religion? What, like...
He was a fucking conqueror, man.
But, like, what is the motivation? Like, he doing this for God? What is the purpose?
His name was Temujin, right? And he was, from the time he was young, he grew up with these people that lived in this area of Mongolia where it was just a hard place to live.
Yeah.
Just hard people.
Yeah.
And he killed his own brother when he was a young boy because his brother was stealing fish from him. And so him and his other brother, they ambushed their older brother and lit him up with arrows. And the mother was furious at him, but that was like from the time he was little, he was a murderer.
I'm just curious, like, what inspires somebody to do that? I understand, like, inspiration from God, right?
I think it's the time. Like,
I need to expand, I need to...
People were brutal murderers back then. It was normal. The way they lived. They also had, like, extreme disdain for anyone who lived in houses. They all lived in tents. They lived in these filthy tents. And they were nomads, and they traveled. And they would, pack up their shit and move.
So that was just their thing to do.
Yeah,
That 1.7 million people he killed was because his son-in-law was killed.
Wow. That's a different one. He did this multiple times, by the way. But Jin China is the one where it was the Shah, the Khwarezmian Shah. That's who it was. And this guy, on the way there, he would see something.
Why can I not fire any fucking torpedoes?
Pile of bones. 1 million people dead. Stacked on top of each other. He did it multiple times. During his time, during his lifetime, they killed more than 50 million people.
1 million? I mean, just think about this. 1 million people, right? Like,
stacked on top of each other.
Will you meet 1 million people in your life?
I think I already have.
You've shook hands with 1 million people?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
1 million is so much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So
it's 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
You have to murder and then place
their bodies
in the same place. Like, when in human history are there 1 million people? Dude, now we have cities, but like back then,
this is how wild they were. There was talk that on some of these campaigns, when they would run out of food, they would decide who they were going to kill out of their soldiers and then eat them. And that's how they fed the rest of the troops.
So, do you think this guy is a psychopath?
Oh, for sure. But everybody was back then. The standards of the time were different. Like, murder was commonplace. Seeing people get their legs cut off and seeing people get slaughtered. But he was exceptionally cruel. And one of the things that they would do with people that they captured was they would light their bodies on fire and use them as catapults. And launch their flaming bodies onto the roofs of these, because they had thatched roofs of these buildings, and they would light their flaming bodies. Dude, I'm telling you, this Dan Carlin, he's got an amazing podcast. It's called Hardcore History. It's one of the best podcasts. They're calling a podcast unfair because assholes like you and me, we do podcasts.
This guy's
What he does is like it's an oral presentation of historical events in an incredibly theatrical way. It's amazing.
Do you ever think about, like, if you could go back in history and just be a voyeur?
I would like to do that. I would love to have seen that time. But it's like when these people would just ransack a city and light everything on fire and slaughter everyone.
It's one of those things that, like, you hear these stories and you're like, so much of the development of successful countries is geography. Like, if you didn't have some water between you and Genghis Khan, it was over.
It was over.
So you look at, what we call the first world, it's like, how much of that shit is literally just mountain range, water? Like, how much of the reason, it's luck.
Yeah, a lot of luck.
English people dominating the world is luck.
Look at Afghanistan.
Explain fucking Afghanistan.
Has been able, first of all, Afghanistan is rich in resources, rich in lithium, natural gas. It's a very valuable place to.
So this is why everybody's been beefing over Afghanistan.
Exactly. That's why Russia tried to conquer them, and then we armed the Kurds, right? Yeah. No, it was the what the fuck? What did they call themselves back then? were the Afghanis back then. Before they became the Taliban, they were, God, I'm fucking out of mental blank.
So maybe afterwards it was the Kurds, but I know at a certain point in time.
Yeah, that's different though. That's a different part of, I mean, there are Kurds, and the Kurds were a different part. I'm trying to think of the religion. God damn it.
Sunnis?
No. Hold on. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to work. I can't remember. But when we armed them, when they were fighting against the Russians, we helped them and we supported them, and then in turn, you know, what we tried to do is we tried to control and stop Russia from taking over. Yeah. So we armed their freedom fighters, and the CIA trained Osama bin Laden, and you know, he worked for us. Yeah. And then eventually decided that we're the devil, and then turned sides, and But it's all about resources. The reason, I mean, we're not that concerned with that area. Otherwise, we'd be in North Korea. Yeah. Stop. If we're really worried about human rights, we would be in North Korea. Yeah. What is the fucking? Thank you. Mujahideen. Yeah, so we armed the Mujahideen, and they later became the people that fought against the United States. They later became the Taliban.
And they're running it back now.
Well, now they're retaking over Afghanistan because we're pulling out, and it's a disaster, a horrific disaster. Yeah. And this is what all the special forces guys have always warned against. There's like, the moment you pull out, they're going to kill all the people that helped us, and then they're going to take over the country.
So then what is the solution to that?
Well, guys like Evan Hafer said that having all those troops in there is not the way to go. That really, with a trained group of commandos, they could go in there and fuck shit up in a much more precise and tactical way, and take care of situations. But when you want to get all tinfoil hat, here's what happens. When you get real tinfoil hat, there's people that say, listen, the military-industrial complex wants conflict because that's the only way they're going to make money. And when it seems ridiculous that we're over in a country wasting money and putting soldiers' lives at risk, it doesn't make any sense why we're there. So what you do is you back out and you let these people regroup, and then you let them try to take over again.
I guess we gotta go back.
I guess we gotta go back. And then they maybe do something and attack us. Maybe we let it happen. Maybe we let planes fly into the World Trade Center. That's the real tinfoil hat people. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not me. But the real tinfoil hat people, they believe that this is the reason why we're involved in these little, like, you sacrifice your rook, right? And then bring in the queen. Start fucking shit up. And that is, if you are the military-industrial complex, and you make untold trillions of dollars over decades and decades, fucking shit up all over the world.
Peace is your greatest enemy. Peace, you lose a lot of money during peace.
And for soldiers, they become very conflicted because they do realize that in order to protect the freedom over here, you do have to engage with the enemy over there. But then you get guys like Smedley Butler, who in the 1930s wrote a book called War is a Racket. It was a paper, actually. And this paper was detailing all of his campaigns that he's involved with, that he thought he was like doing the right thing to defend freedom, but really he was like making things safe for bankers, and he talked about it in great detail. It was like Smedley Butler wrote that in, what was it, like 1935, War is a Racket. It's an amazing piece of historical reference, because like this guy was writing about this almost 100 years ago. But I spent 33 years in active military service, and during that period of time, I spent most of my time as a high-class muscle man for big business, for Wall Street and the bankers. In short, I was a racketeer, a gangster for capitalism. Smedley Butler.
That's the thing that's weird. Like, when I've been trying to like understand money again, I'm a complete baboon when it comes to it. But like, the more I start to understand, it's not exactly this like supply and demand thing. Right. You know, I thought it was just supply and demand. I thought that's what it was. But it's a little bit of it, but there's still like this ability to operate on debt. And the interesting thing about war, from what I was like reading, is that when there's a war, there's an endless supply of lending, because you can't go broke during a war. Right. You just keep on printing, because if we don't win this, we lose everything. Right. And as long as there's money in circulation, as long as there's liquidity, Like the way that this was explained to me by this guy, James Weissman, I think his name is. But he was just like, printing money doesn't necessarily devalue the money. What will fuck up our economy is if we stop spending. We need to keep moving. We're like a shark. You need to keep swimming. That's how you breathe. You swim.
Yeah.
So give people money. Let them buy some fucking TVs at Best Buy. Let them go out to eat. Let them do these things. We'll keep going. And letting it grind to a halt is the problem. And I wonder if, like, I look at all these conflicts and I'm like, okay, war, I guess it's just unlimited spending. And I look at, like, the places that we're having war, which seems so peculiar. And I'm like, I think there is a spending component, but I also think it's an oil component. It's like, are we trying to create conflict so motherfuckers can't make like an oil pipeline so they're dependent on like us to get oil in different parts of the world?
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that there's a lot of like high level chess going on in these types of situations. And like, the more I dig into it, like the sadder I fucking get about it, you know, because I don't know if sad is the right word, but like the more depressing it is, because I know that there's people out there like risking their lives because they're like, I need to save America and I'm willing to die. I'm willing to not be with my family. I'm willing to like really risk it all.
Yeah.
And then you look into what they may be risking it for. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of like virtuous risks as well, but like sometimes you look into it and you're like, hey, that ain't fair, bro. Like,
right. It's not fair.
You got a wife and kids, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they use them as pawns. They use them as pawns in a giant global chess game that's about controlling resources. And that's what Afghanistan's always been about. Controlling resources. I mean, I'm sure it's also been about stopping fundamentalist, psychopath, terrorists.
But is that the excuse to control the resources? Like,
depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to soldiers, they're trying to stop fundamentalist,
they're doing the right thing.
Psychopath terrorists.
These motherfuckers are
they're doing the right
stealing
thing.
12-year-old girls.
Yes.
They're fucking raping them. They're making them sex slaves. They're going out there to stop that.
Right.
But the bankers are going, oh, there's no fundamentalists? Are they operating on land with oil? We like this.
When you get the Dick Cheneys of the world involved, things get very murky.
So that's the thing that I'm curious about these motherfuckers, right? It's like who's making these decisions, man? Like, I don't want to go.
We're never gonna find out. The only way we're gonna find out is we're gonna put on the fucking robes and go to Bohemian Grove and.
You got the fucking shirt.
I got the shirt.
You're ready to go.
Next time I go to eat without Joe.
You have to do it. But isn't there part of you before you go, Joe? Like, old man, like, don't you wish you could go into a room and motherfucker, right before, like, day before you die, you're fucking 102 years old. Day before you die, don't you want someone to bring you into a room?
Suicide vest.
That's it. And then you're fucking done. Boom. And blow them all up, but at least you're fucking new.
I don't know. I wonder how compartmentalized it all is. I wonder how many people actually know horrific shit that their corporations or their business is involved with. And this is the shit that Eisenhower tried to warn us about.
Why, what he said?
Did you never see that video?
No.
You need to see this. You had to pull up Eisenhower upon leaving office. We're going to grab your headphones because you need to hear this whole thing. Upon leaving office, Eisenhower gave one of the most chilling speeches that any...
In the Council of Government,
go watch this.
we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
This is, you got a Bernie Sanders one here, bro.
I tried to find the shortest one so it doesn't play a bunch of other stuff.
It is, it's from the National
I come to you with a message of leave-taking and farewell.
1961.
Will not get very much attention. When a new president is coming to power is...
Okay. Unfortunately, there's a lot of assholes who want to talk over Eisenhower.
So this is at the end of his term?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You got it, Jamie? Okay. Throughout his term, you know, he recognized, you know, he was a famous general.
Yeah.
I mean, Eisenhower was the fucking man. And upon leaving, and this is 61, so it's post-World War II, you know, that was ended 13 years ago or so, and he recognized that the military-industrial complex was looking for conflicts so that they could make money. And he was trying to warn the American people about this. So imagine this guy's leaving office, and for him, the most important thing to say to the American people is you have to be fucking careful.
Before you press play?
Yeah.
He's not remembered with rose-colored glasses.
No.
Or lenses, or whatever that expression is. Like, he's kind of remembered poorly. They kind of shit on his presidency. And I wonder if that's what the fuck they do to the people that question the authority, the people that are really in charge. Like, any president that pushes back against these powers that be. I wonder if they just shit on them in the history books.
Is Eisenhower remembered poorly?
He's not remembered well. He's not remembered as this heroic savior or anything. I mean, I can't name a single fucking thing Eisenhower did.
I mean, didn't Eisenhower administer the war?
I don't want to do the whole, as a president, I don't want to do the whole, like, we go against the fucking banks and shit, but we're the Fed. But what is his face that took out the Fed? What is his name? Jackson?
Yeah.
Jackson's just remembered as a racist. Like, that's his only, but he also took out the Fed.
Right. Listen to this.
Programs. Balance between our essential requirements. Throughout America's adventure in freeing Earth, our basic purposes have been to keep the peace, to foster progress in human achievement, and to enhance liberty, dignity, and integrity among peoples and among nations. Progress toward these noble goals is persistently threatened by the conflict now engulfing the world. It commands our whole attention, absorbs our very beings, global in scope, atheistic in character, ruthless in purpose, and insidious in method. Unhappily, the danger it poses promises to be of indefinite duration. To meet it successfully, there is call for not so much the emotional and transitory sacrifices of crisis, but rather those which enable us to carry forward steadily, surely, and without complaint, the burdens of a prolonged and complex struggle with liberty the stake. Crises there will continue to be. In meeting them, whether foreign or domestic, great or small, there is a recurring temptation to feel that some spectacular and costly action could become the miraculous solution to all current difficulties. But each proposal must be weighed in the light of a broader consideration. The need to maintain balance in and among national programs. Balance between our essential requirements as a nation and the duties imposed by the nation upon the individual. Balance between actions of the moment and the national welfare of the future. Good judgment seeks balance in progress. Lack of it eventually finds imbalance and frustration. You and I, my fellow citizens, need to be strong in our faith that all nations under God will reach the goal of peace with justice. May we be ever unswerving in devotion to principle, confident but humble with power, diligent in pursuit of the nation's great goals.
What is this? It's not even a thing.
Like, that wasn't
And
it?
you had to listen to shitty fucking music.
But that wasn't it?
That was only part of it. That was only part of it, but it was a good part. It was a good part beside the whole worry about the influence of the military-industrial complex. Okay, here it is. Go ahead. Okay. The councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. That's what we're dealing with. I mean, that guy was trying to explain to people that we need balance because there's a bunch of people that just want to make money by starting wars. That's real shit.
Yeah, I feel like people make, I don't know, that's my biggest issue with America right now, is that motherfuckers are willing to sell their souls for any amount of money. Like, it doesn't matter. You sell influence to any other country. If China wants to buy up something, they want to buy
You
up
talking about John Cena?
John Cena? Who else? Who else had to apologize? What was it?
John Cena one was wild. Though.
Yeah, I mean, come on, John.
He's talking Chinese.
Come on, John. He was speaking fluent Mandarin.
Fluent.
Bending over.
Yeah, bending over. I'm
It's
so
just-
sorry. I was so tired.
Is that what he said?
I was so tired.
He said I was
made a
tired?
mistake. Yeah. I was so tired. I was doing press. I respect China so much. So much. So much respect.
But that's the thing. We're so fucking greedy that the second anybody offers you some money, you'll take it immediately.
Did you know what the money was, though?
What was it?
They made $160-something million in the box office for the opening weekend for Fast and Furious 9. 134 of it was from China. That's a lot of money, son.
It's a lot of money, but you have to understand, like, it's a movie about car crashes, and obviously
They translate in China. This is why. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's an action movie. They're not comedies.
Yeah, exactly.
Our comedies are worthless over there.
Yeah, exactly. You need to do that.
Shoot 'em ups. Everybody knows what the fuck that's going on.
But it's just like, how much is it? Is there ever a price where you'll just say no? You know what I mean? Like if one, I see it all the time. Like you see it happening, like with buildings and stuff in New York. It's like foreign investment comes in, and I understand that. But also when it comes to movies, like, I think like AMC let China buy up a certain percentage of it. And what happens if they start saying we're not going to show any movies, right? Like I think about this with the algorithms too. Like not only is it all you have to do to change culture is limit the dollar. So if AMC goes, we're not going to put any movie that's critical of China in our movie theaters. You're just not going to make it.
Right.
Just like what happened with comedy on TV. Like, there's a certain part of my success is that comedy got so neutered on TV that when I just started throwing shit out on YouTube, people are like, oh yeah, this is funny. I remember this funny.
Real funny. Wild shit.
Yeah, wild shit is actually funny.
Wild shit.
And I worry about this shit, like, when I see the algorithms on the social media platforms, if you start taking down things for bullying, or even if it's in the guise of comedy, I think YouTube does a good job of this, because like, when we had Alex on YouTube, we put a disclaimer, we're like, this is all fake, this is all for, fun. And they left it up, and it was cool the second time they had around. But I was like, I'm looking at like...
What do you mean the second time?
When we had Alex back on, we put a big disclaimer, we're like,
so the first time they pulled it, yeah. Did you ever edit it? The part that he said, what did he say? Like Bill
Gates,
some like devil or some shit?
No, I think he was like, Corona causes cancer. No, the vaccine causes cancer. I think that's what he said. Like 60 seconds in.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
Why didn't you just edit that part out and put it back up?
I didn't even think. I thought it was so silly. Like we were all dressed silly. Like everything was a joke. We were doing this as a joke, but they went wild on it. But I guess my point is like, if TikTok says you can't say these certain words, right?
They ban a lot of people on TikTok.
They ban a lot, and they take down videos for certain words. But all of a sudden, if you want success, you're going to have to start curating your comedy based on those rules. You get to dictate what the rules are for comedy. And then we're in the same fucking situation as we were when Comedy Central was putting out fucking nonsense for years.
Right.
So it's like, that's too much control, man. Like, I don't know. It's when you look at the social media shit, if everybody's on it, is it a fucking, is it like water? What is that called? A utility?
Right.
Like, do we start looking at it like a utility?
I believe so. I think we should. I think if we want to look at things fairly, it has to be utility.
You can't.
I think there's one thing, like if someone wants to dox you and tell people where you live and show photos of your kids and like go after Andrew's kid, like no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That should be illegal. But other than that, you should be able to talk. Yeah. You should be able to express yourself.
Yeah.
And the problem today is we're finding there's a lot of stuff that gets censored that turns out to be correct. Here's one, the lab leak theory.
Yeah.
For a long time, if you had that lab leak theory, you were a racist.
They called me racist after the Netflix special. I made fun of everybody.
Wait a minute. The Andrew Schultz takes over America?
Yeah, Schultz saves America.
Yeah?
I literally had a couple jokes about the thing coming from China, and I have these fucking nerd bloggers that of course nobody looks at, and I didn't lean into it. I didn't make a whole fucking hoopla about it. But they're like, oh, this is racist, this is xenophobic shit, how could you say this, that, the other?
But here's the thing, like, that's their job. They suck. But their job is to suck. Like, they appeal to people who, they're the libs of TikTok. Like, that's their crowd. And this is a real market. And they might not even really think that way. They might decide that to think like that is a viable business option.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
A lot of people capitalizing on the woke shit, and they're basically sociopaths.
Yeah.
They don't care about the other people on the other end. They don't care about you because you're doing great.
Yep.
He's got a Netflix series. His podcast is killing it. Fuck him. Let's go. I don't like his mustache. They go after you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think, I don't know, I think that's too much power, and I worry, like, creatively, not to be, like, artsy about it, but, like, I want new young comics to come up, and I want them to fucking say what they find funny, and I want new versions. I want to eventually look at my comedy, and I see these young guys, and I go, man, my shit is dated, these young motherfuckers are killing it, like, push me.
Yeah.
Don't do some neutered bullshit because you want your clip to kill on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to drive me fucking crazy, but if the algorithms stop allowing it, that's what it's going to be.
Let me tell you something about Spotify. They never fuck with people once.
Yeah, no, it's everybody around Spotify that wants to fuck with you. It's all these bloggers. No, I don't know if the worker shit is real, but I'm saying the bloggers, like how, they always go for the company. They're like, Spotify, how could you allow this?
You know why? Because it's #1 podcast on earth. Still.
Right.
Still.
Damn right.
Even coming over to Spotify.
Damn right.
Still.
Yeah.
And now Spotify's the #1 place for podcasts, too.
Bro, it's so weird. I was just like, Breaking Points, Sagar and and Crystal, I wanted to sign up. I signed up for their thing because you can pay money to get the thing early, right? I just want to support them. I love them.
Yeah,
I think
me
they're
too.
fucking
Love
great.
them.
And I love Sauger's new teeth. You got great new teeth, Sauger. Okay, yeah, he looks like fucking Takashi 6ix9ine with those things. So I go to sign up.
Right?
And my first, and this is the power of getting a massive podcast, my first instinct was, where do you listen to your podcast? My first instinct was not to do Apple Music or Apple Podcast. It was to do Spotify.
Yeah.
That's why they paid you. So that I go, well, I guess I'll listen to things on Spotify. Right? Yeah. Obviously, there's other reasons to pay you, but the reason, right? It's like, how do I think the place you listen to shit is now Spotify?
Yeah.
And they didn't have a fucking listed.
They did have
They have
Spotify
a million
listed?
other fucking things listed on this. There's all email, so they gotta fix that. But
They should fix that.
but
that's
that
simple.
behavioral thing, me just opening and looking for the green Spotify icon,
Right.
that's the game changer.
Well, the game changer is that Spotify's recognized that everybody else is censoring people.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Daniel Ek said, he's a brilliant guy. He said, we have millions of content creators on Spotify, and we don't attack the rappers for their lyrics, and we don't attack Joe Rogan for whatever he says. We give him creative control, and he's never violated any of our terms of agreements.
That's the funniest thing about, like, I mean, I know there's a lot of controversy with this DeBaby thing going on, but like all these festivals pretending like they give a fuck about what the artist said.
Yeah, they're Halliburton with the fucking rainbow flag. It's the same thing.
We care about being inclusive,
Dropping rainbow bombs on you.
we care about a safe environment. Everybody in the crowd's on fucking coke and Molly, touching each other, grabbing fucking girls' tits. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Exactly.
It's just such bullshit. That's why I'm back in New York, though.
Because you like the conflict.
I love the fucking conflict.
I get it. Well, I want you to be there, but I also want you to just take over Miami. I think that's your move.
Yeah, maybe.
I like the Andrew with the straw hat on.
Yeah, I
like
gotta
it.
play that.
But you've taken some of that with you. Look at his fucking shirt.
I'm out here, bro. The legend.
I'm out here.
Motherfucker killed himself before Me Too could take him, man. Shouts to Hugh Hefner, dog. Dude,
He made it.
Dude, he got out right in time.
He made it to the end. Oh, they would have come for him. For sure.
Game over.
Yeah.
Game
Oh,
over.
my God.
I mean, that was a wild time. Did you ever go to the mansion?
Yeah, I went to the mansion a couple times.
As crazy as they said.
No, I was only there for events. I was there for, I believe it was Strike Force. Strike Force had, I think it was Strike Force, maybe Elite XC. One of the smaller MMA shows had an event at the Playboy Mansion. I went there for that. We did Fear Factor from the mansion once. And then I hosted the Marijuana Policy Project, had an event at the mansion as well. And that was a weird one.
Why was it weird?
That was just weird. It's like, it's weird, you know, because it's like the whole thing was kind of corny. Like you would go there and everything was old.
Yeah.
It was all, but it wasn't old cool. It was old like a house you would buy, but you know, like it was in a good lot, so you would tear it down
And then redo everything.
Yeah.
Like the kitchen was old.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in like Orlando.
Phones and shit. It was Strike Force? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went for that. It was interesting, you know.
Life,
It was,
man.
but you know, it's the whole fucking pipe and the smoking jacket thing. But back in the day, he was the guy that would, like, they had the Playboy Club, and it was on television. They would introduce people to like different artists and musicians, and it's just such a weird thing that like naked girls.
And now
That
it's
was,
just,
the girls wanted it. Like, they would give Playboy bunny tattoos. That bunny on your shirt, you know how many
millions of girls.
cheesy broads got that shit tattooed on their butt cheeks?
Yeah, millions, Joe. Millions. A lot.
A lot.
I wonder if it's like now the girls can do OnlyFans and like Instagram, like like this is a weird observation, but like Hooters, the talent has kind of fell off a little bit.
Of course.
But you notice that?
Well, I don't go, but I would imagine.
Okay, neither do I. But like the talent's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Well, the food's not the best.
The food's not the best, and then the girls can go on OnlyFans. They can go on
And
Instagram.
make a shit pile of money just showing their feet.
Exactly. You're
All
gonna
they show their feet and their butthole.
Take your
Wear
feet
a
out of those
mask.
fucking Skechers or whatever they're wearing.
Wear a stick a carrot up your ass with bunny ears on, and you'll make so much more money than you ever would in Playboy. Dude, it's so true. It's wild because I've talked to people that are on the OnlyFans. I'm like, how much money are you making? Just tell me.
Hey, good.
Fucking $10,000 a They're just taking pictures. And they're regular girls, like no one knows who they are.
Yeah.
And they're making $1 million a year.
But I also think about the girl who goes, because I think in the back of every hot girl's head, they're like, I could make millions of dollars stripping, but I choose not to. And there's a couple that have started an OnlyFans and it didn't work out.
The average is like 180 a month.
What?
So for every girl that's getting 10,000, there's one that's getting
180 bucks.
So imagine you showed the goods in your whole life, you were like, I'm above this. Right. It's $180 a month, one shift, waiting tables at the store.
Yeah. How does one become famous on OnlyFans, right? That's the question.
That's the social climbing shit that, like, I don't even want to call it social climbing, but, like, I find it very hard to engage creatively with people that I don't respect. And some people are really good at it. Like, they find other people that are, like, popping and they can, like, insert themselves in. And, I just can't do it.
Guys, you gotta pull the microphone down.
a couple guys in the top 15 earners.
Yeah, they're making money.
Guys.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Showing cock?
I
think he gets showing cock.
Tiger makes a lot, I think, I heard.
Yeah, he's got a piece.
And then Aaron Carter's on there.
Right. He apparently has a piece, though. I don't know why I know that.
He shows his cock?
I think so. I'm not checking. I don't know what else you pay for. Whatever you pay
right?
for.
Don't they leak?
They definitely
That's the
leak.
fucked up shit. Is Reddit is OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I feel so bad saying this, but like, if ever there's a friend of mine that's on OnlyFans or someone I kind of know, like from the peripheral, I go right to Reddit and it's there, dude.
So is Reddit like, or is OnlyFans for people that don't know how to use the real internet?
Yeah, you're just old. It's for boomers.
Or you're in love with a girl and you want to support her.
That's the thing. If she's showing it,
there's a lot of those guys that like become super fascinated with those girls and then they want to meet them. And
do you know that it's all rigged? When I spoke to this OnlyFans girls, they have people who text the guys. So these chicks, this is the game, right? The girls go with the company. The company takes all their pictures, populates their OnlyFans.
Oh, there's a new company that does that.
There's companies that do this, right? They're like an agency. They take like 25%. They take all your pictures, fly you LA, do all the things, and then they have people who interact with your fans and talk sexy to them and say, I can't wait to see you. So they keep you engaged, and then you fucking fall in love with them. And then the girls don't gotta do shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad. That makes me sad. Those guys are getting hustled.
They are. But are they? I think they know it. It's like the catfish shit. It's like you know it's fake, but you like the fact that someone's talking to you, saying they love you.
The solution is a video. The girl has to make a video.
She gotta make a video directly to you.
Hi, Mike. I really appreciate you jerking off to my feet. The next one that I take, that carrot is gonna be up my ass for years.
You're only gonna see green.
You're just gonna see the carrot, the green, and my feet.
I like the feet shit though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I like pretty feet.
He made a lot.
Busted feet are sad. What is this? Tiger's genitals netted him $7.9 million.
There you go.
He's doubling down on OnlyFans. Wow. Well, is Tiger still doing music?
I don't know. But when you got it like that, like
7.9 million just showing his hog?
bruh, making money you find out what you really love.
Why is the game slipping? Why is he not in on this?
Why? Because he got a piece, right?
He's a giant hog. He's got an arm in
but he's
there.
medium small. Like, I don't think that's fake small. I don't think it's hard enough where it's facing up, but I think he warms it up to the point.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
He got a piece. He got a piece, dude. He got a piece.
Bro, it's one of them pythons that swallows alligators.
Yeah, it's a problem. You fill that thing up with water, you go to the gym.
That's a hog.
Yeah, you got a nice
other hog. He's got like a shin bone in there. Like that.
Give that shit to Connor. Just replace it. Just replace Connor. Look at the games and YouTube. Show me the game hog.
Hey, listen. Only I'm a 54-year-old man. I turned 54 today, and this is my respectable job that I have with a large corporation.
God bless America.
Show me his penis, please.
How could you be angry? That's stupid.
It doesn't matter if it's hard.
It's stupid, bro.
It's a giant hog.
Yeah, dude.
That man's got a giant hog.
Yeah.
Look at how he's grabbing it in the left one.
Yeah, dude.
The one on the left? I mean, that's like a fucking Budweiser can. How can you grab it?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
How many girls do you think contacted him after they saw that?
Oh, dude, that's what I feel.
100,000?
Yeah, immediately. Yeah, probably easily. But
Like-
what girl can take that?
A lot of girls.
You think?
Dirty ones.
Really?
Yeah, they're used to it.
I don't know if you get used to that.
I bet they do.
You think?
Yeah, they have babies. Babies' heads are huge.
Yeah, but they're fucking, what is it called?
People fist people.
Come on, I don't buy that,
You
dude.
don't buy fisting? You need to watch Tom Segura's videos.
Wait, he has that?
Yeah, Tom Segura has cultivated these guys fisting each other, where they have anal prolapses, and then they pull prolapses out and rub them against each other. Bro.
Where is he watching
He
this?
does it on those Your Mom's House lives.
Lives, yeah.
Those Your Mom's House lives are the wildest fucking thing on the internet. Because it's shit he could never get away with showing on the podcast. But people pay for it, and then they put it up, and then he has a website where you download it, and you get up to like a month afterwards or whatever. It's fucking crazy. I actually am bummed out, because he invited me to be on one, but I'm elk hunting when it's going down. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, when's the next one?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'll cancel a gig for that.
Yeah.
Let me in.
I want to watch prolapse anus.
It's not just that. It's like he finds the wildest shit.
But that's smart. It's like you're giving people a reason why they should tune in.
It's a
not
genius
just a
show.
podcast.
It's genius. It's fucking genius.
Yeah.
And he does it once a month. And he has a whole like infrastructure dedicated to it to make sure that it, you know, downloads smooth. And, you know, they build sets and they hire producers. They hire people that like used to work for like SNL and shit. And know how to run shows.
Yeah.
Why?
You kind of need that.
Tom's a genius.
Yeah.
And he moved out here to Austin, Texas.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Now, his wife murdered it last night. Christina Pazitsky.
Funny.
Oh my God, she's funny. Murdered it to the point where everybody was like, eyebrows raised. Like, whoa. She was killing.
I gotta check out Christina, man. I gotta check out Christina.
Last night was a wild show. We had David Lucas.
Shout out to David.
Shout out to David Lucas. Killed it, bro. Warmed it up. And then Christina Pazitsky murdered it. And then Duncan Trussell murdered it. And then Tony Hinchcliffe murdered it. It was a wild show. So that was all before I got on. So it's like, it was crazy at the Vulture.
Yeah.
This is a fun place, man.
Yeah.
It's a fun. There's no one to say no here.
And I hear there's a new place opening soon.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
hear
real close.
That's what I hear. The rumors on the streets.
Yeah, inspections were done today, or they were done on Saturday rather. We'll have an announcement shortly, but it's gonna be wild. All right, it's 4:19. Let's wrap this bitch up. Andrew Schultz, next time I see you, you'll be filming your special at the Paramount. I'll be in attendance for that, sir.
God bless you.
I'm very excited for
Shout out
that.
to Virginia.
Yeah,
We got a shout out. He's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to you, Virginia.
My wife's friend.
Yeah.
She got the hots for Andrew.
You got a great taste, okay? With all due respect, you have great taste. Excellent taste. I'm a happily fiancé man.
He's happily almost married man.
I'm happily almost married.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is over.
Hell yeah. Gosh, I just realized I haven't spoken for so long. My mouth literally glued itself dry. I'm pretty excited about leveling up cavalry though, it's pretty cool. Save your kills. Alright. It's cool beans, it's cool beans. 1815, that's not bad. Yeah, I love how my whole squad has mics and not a single one of us has been talking. What's up?
objective, men!
We have taken objective apples. We have taken objective Charlie. We have taken objective Butter.
Capture the objective!
Oh my gosh, fuck you. Hell yeah. Fuck them tanks. Shit, fuck.
We have taken objective Edward.
Not gonna lose that objective!
We have taken objective Duff.
Hold that objective!
We have lost objective Edward. A sentry kit is available in your location.
Damn it. Danny DeVito, that's hilarious. That is fucking funny.
We are losing objective Duff.
position in our control. That objective, capture it. Capture that objective! Shot you!
Wow, that was lucky.
Send up a shot trooper! Watch it! Lobbing grenade!
We have taken objective Freddy.
Spotted a machine gun! Shot trooper!
Lost objective Freddy.
Damn it. Totally could have had his ass.
Defend our position! Thanks, stay alert, boys.
We control all objectives.
Don't let him take that objective.
We have lost objective A.
It's an enemy on the train. Movement spotted. Enemy medic. Gotta hold this objective.
We have lost objective A.
Going out.
We have lost objective A. We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective apples.
There. Capture the objective.
We have taken objective Duff. We have taken objective apples. We are losing objective
Medic
Duff.
sighted. Defend that objective.
We
shot. I need a medic. Protect the objective. Capture that objective.
We have taken objective apples.
Machine gun over there. Don't let them take the objective.
We control all objectives.
Don't let the objective fall.
We have lost objective apples. Halfway there, we have the upper hand. An enemy armored train has arrived on the door.
Keep this objective off. objective. Watch it! Grenade out! Thanks, John.
We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective. We have taken objective Edward.
Hold on a second.